And Pixel Junkie wrote in the chat room that Nash was smart for picking the Lakers over the Knicks. Because even though Nash has a home here in New York for the summer, if he were to come up lame during the season, he has nowhere to hide. He doesn't have some other home to go to. He's got a home in New York. The media is going to kill him because New York wants to win now. That's why they had a 3-4 year plan with Melo, Amare, and Chandler. Their 3-4 year plan is win a championship. And if Nash were to come up lame, the media would kill him.
You know what? I completely agree with you on that. New York media crushes a Phoenix media. Let's be honest here. New York media are the kings of getting stories out there, getting people in front of a camera, getting people in front of a mic. There's nobody better. But I look at this as there's a lot of different ways to approach this, and one of the things that bothers me about it is Steve Nash said numerous things before this took place that makes no sense to me.
What's that?
I'm an old school man. I don't like playing for teams that I don't like. Well, countless years of battles with the Lakers in the playoffs, and for some reason he's able to wear a Laker jersey. I don't get that one for a man that says I will not play for a team I don't like.
Well, he didn't say that he didn't like the Lakers, did he?
Why wouldn't he?
Why
would he like the Lakers? For the last 8 years, they've been in his way from trying to get to an NBA championship.
That's not his fault. So why hate on the Lakers?
It's not Steve Nash's fault. It's the Lakers' fault. That's what I'm saying. These are Steve Nash's words.
It's not just the Lakers. It's also San Antonio. It's Dallas. All three of those teams have been, except for Oklahoma City this past year, those three teams have dominated the West the last 15 years.
Yeah, and you're completely right, but these are Steve Nash's words. These aren't mine.
I know. I get it.
He's the man that said, I don't think I could play for a team I don't like, and the Lakers were one of those teams. And then he compared himself to a Magic Johnson or a Larry Bird. Or no, he said Larry Bird. I never would wear purple and gold. I hate the purple and gold. He compared himself to Larry Bird in that tense, and yet he approves the sign and trade to the Lakers. Then he comes out and said, he blatantly says, well, I want to win a championship, but I didn't want to go to a team that just won one, which the Lakers just did a few years ago.
Yeah.
But that's why Miami was off his list, because he didn't want to just go to the team that just won one. Now, is that a superstition thing? Does he not believe they're not going to win back-to-back?
So then why the hell didn't he freaking go to the Knicks? If he wanted a team that hasn't won a championship recently and is looking to put them, the Knicks haven't won a championship in like 40 years, right? Something like that.
Maybe even worse.
Even worse. So why wouldn't Nash want to go to the Knicks and try and help them beat these teams that just recently won championships? That makes more sense to me. Why he wouldn't be like, yo, Melo, let's join up, brother. Let's do this.
I felt like the Knicks were the one. Like, to me, the Lakers came out of nowhere. I didn't see the Lakers happening.
I didn't either.
At all.
I didn't either, and I honestly thought that this was a bad move for the Lakers, just for the simple fact that it's age. Like you were saying before, teams are trying to get younger, but not the Lakers. The Lakers are saying, hey, we'll have a 38 and a 35-year-old 1-2 duo.
And last time they did this, was when they did Peyton and Malone.
And it blew up in their face.
Yeah. I mean, all the Lakers need is Ray Allen, but I have a feeling Ray will sign back.
No, my goodness, no. The Lakers do not Ray need.
I don't think Ray would go to either one of them.
I really
see Ray Allen trying to find a place that's going to let him start. I do. I think that's going to be his first goal, and then from there, he'll figure it out. Memphis, possibly. It depends on what they decide to do with O.J. Mayo. The NBA free agency stuff is getting crazy. There's a lot of stuff, different things that are going on. And nothing will become official till July 11th.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Good call.
Jeremy asked when will Phil Jackson come back. I don't even know if Phil's coming back. He did an interview with, what's that show Brian Gumbel does for HBO? Inside Sports, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Brian Gumbel does this, hardcore, intense look at sports, which I don't understand. Sports is meant to be fun, but, real sports. Thank you. It's a very popular show. People really like it, so I can't hate on it. And that fact, it's just not my style of looking at sports. I like to have some fun with it. But, you know, they did this whole sit-down interview with Phil Jackson, and Phil pretty much sounds like he's okay. He doesn't need to come back to coaching. He said he thinks he's more likely to join a team in a advisory role, in a, you know, mentoring.
That makes sense.
Almost how Pat
Riley's
started
doing it with Eric
Miami.
Spoelstra.
Yeah, where like Pat Riley started with Miami, sort of just as a guy involved with things, bringing in coaches, players, that kind of thing, and then he jumps into, you know, being a GM and really controlling the team. And I wouldn't be surprised if Phil Jackson gets the same way, where he gets involved, but he doesn't get too involved, and then as time goes by, he's right there, and he feels like if he could just have one more opinion, he could lead the team to a championship. And then one more opinion, and he definitely could do it. Like, he's that kind of guy.
Dude, I got a great place for Phil Jackson to go.
Where?
He needs to join Michael Jordan and go to Charlotte. I think he would be such a great insight for the Bobcats. I really do. He would help Jordan out a lot. Because obviously, Michael Jordan has no idea what he's doing in Charlotte.
No, he's a lost soul. He really is. I like the draft pick they made this year. I like Kid Gilchrist.
Kid Gilchrist, solid.
I do like Kid Gilchrist, but
I'm not Pixel.
He's just not as
I'm not saying as a coach. I'm just saying as like a GM, as a mentor, something like that.
AKA somebody to stop Jordan from shooting himself in the foot.
Nah, I'm not saying as a coach now. Pixel jumping. I'm not trying to do that now. That's jumping the shark if you went to the Bobcats. I'm just saying as a GM, as a GM role. Why not? As a GM, they suck. Jordan and Phil are. I truly don't know their current relationship, but they were, you know, coach, player, friends.
From what I know, Jordan didn't make a lot of friends in the NBA.
All right.
He didn't. A lot of people respect him, but he pissed a lot of people off.
And I'm sure he did.
Dude. He had no issue looking at you and saying, I'm better than you, give me the ball, or I'm better than you, you can't guard me, or I'm better than you and you won't score on me. But
I'm sure if he went to Phil and was like, yo, Phil, my Bobcats suck. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me out for a year? I think Phil would say, yeah, sign it up.
I love Jeremy. Jeremy's like, I heard Jamarcus Russell is joining the Charlotte Bobcats. Would it surprise anybody? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.